Good now. Came back to the car to get my jacket, forgot my umbrella at home. I literally sat down, put my shoes on, like, I need to get my umbrella, and I walked right off. So anyway, that's a bummer, but check what has pulled in. Not in the car show, just straight slaying out here in the parking lot. That's amazing. All right, we'll get up to the car show now. My first S13. Woo! This stuff. Everywhere. Well, here's the show. It's gonna be a wet one. We'll get around it though. You can see there's just so much here. We'll do what we can with the rain. Look at this beautiful Onivia. I said Onivia again. Onevia. You guys love to correct me on that one. Better yet, comment below if you pronounce it Onivia. Anyway, beautiful green, bluish color with the bronze. Solid look. Nice S15 as well, fully stanced. And you get like the, you know, functional drift car look. And this is kind of probably where I reside because it's functional for driving around every day, but it looks quite aggressive when you get the camber and the poke. Shout out to this guy here. Beautiful Koki slammed stock metal wide body style flares on it. And it looks like VS. What is that? That's a different style work VS I'm not used to. Huh. Or Rezax. Beautiful blue though. Look at this 15 slam, literally slammed. It looked like 17s, but the BMD is Barramundi design. Common snappers line of wheel. Shop out of Mie Prefecture. Full CNC type wheels, original designs. Yo, the OG! It's Taniguchi's S15 on Advan model T6s. These are some of the hardest wheels to find. I mean, they're awesome. Not crazy aggressive. Like, this is many years before super concave became the thing, but it's a really clean design, and the spokes are hollow. There's rubber plugs on the back of each spoke that you can pop out, and they're just hollow spokes. So they're super lightweight and just a really classy wheel. But that is a setup there. I don't know if this is a tribute car or actually his car, but very cool to see. And like I said, T6s are so hard to find in good specs. You can get RX-8 specs any day of the week probably, but not good S-chassis specs. I don't know if I'm checking out the cars or I'm checking out the wheels, but these look like old Volk or Ray's Volk CV Pros, but have been crazily relipped or flip barreled, reverse mounted. But super deep, super hard metal wide body on the front. I know it's like an overlaid fender on the front. Interesting. I haven't made it 20 feet in the door, but it's just so good. So much good fitment, good cars. Like a Onevia, again, just these super hard metal worked, you know, obviously metal's been added to the body, but these super hard, like hard pull, but you know, flared metal. So good. You guys know what I mean. I'm just not forming words right now. Such a good look. It looks like the What is that? Is that the 32? R32 wing on it? Can't remember what that is. A couple staying pretty true to the game, true to the roots. We got a Zenki 180 on P1s. And then another 1 Via with the, what's that, like East Bear lip? Cross speed wheels, but yeah. Ah, big old SSR mesh. Love it. Who remembers when relipping like small 16-inch BBSs was the thing like 6-8 years ago? And then everything else caught up, but they were the first ones. And it looks so good on this S13 Silvia. What a car. Bricks as well. Woo. I feel rude walking by, but there's just so much here. But we got slammed S15 next to another stock body slammed S13. And I feel like I'm gravitating more towards the stock body cars, but it is definitely seed. It's especially fun to see them so low. So stancy. These are like what, 15s? Maybe 14s. What do we got? 195, 50, 15. Look at those bad dogs. On the rear. Deep. More goodness. It's just everywhere. And they got them spaced out. I'm not sure some cars left because of the weather, but they got them spaced out so you can actually get around them and take a look, which is always nice if you're trying to shoot pictures or a video. Another beautiful S13. Equally clean and beautiful bay. Interesting blue with the exterior kind of midnight jade green going on. And the matching 180. It's always cool to see a matching pair. I always thought this would be the coolest thing to do with my brother. Someday, maybe I'll match his car because it's already painted. So cool. Yeah, like, how good is that? Gotta love it. This is just a note. Version 1 Rocket Bunny looks so good. It's just so simple, so clean. And these are SSR Gartmeyers. Not commonly seen, but you could usually find them these days. I don't know, you could usually find them in aggressive specs for a pretty affordable price. And I always thought they were pretty cool. They kind of have like that sharp edge to them. A different take on a 5-spoke, but a cool look. Fence pipes out the back with clear tails. Thumbnail? Omega Aero mashup going on this Zenki. We got PS Deuce front bumper, D-Max Type 3 sides, and Vertex rear. It looks like clear tails as well, and fitted. Maybe BN overs on the rear, and Origin front wide fenders. The Type 3s, I believe. Wow. Stay Zenki, y'all. Don't go pokey. People make a big deal about Blitz prices these days, Blitz 03's prices, but these SSR Koenigs, these were the original blow up in price because they were super popular in Japan as well. And you know, years ago, these things got crazy expensive, and they probably still are, but yeah. Before 03s were the hot thing, these were the original like big flex hot boy wheels. Parental discretion advised. Itasha. Like wheels and everything super basic, but man, livery is on point. Woo! This dude's about it. And it's street registered. I mean, that is a statement. You're driving around town looking like that. Oh, and it's different on both sides? No, same both sides. There you go. Start this one off with another wheel favorite, Work Seeker CXs. And these are kind of small guys, maybe 16s. But dished out, they look cool for a mesh wheel. I don't know, like a new take on a mesh wheel. S13 Silvia with the CA18 DE. No Terpsky on this guy. And recently, oh, look at that. Sakura on the valve covers, very cool. But recently, a lot of the S13s popping up for sale are CA18. All the SR cars I think have been sold off. So if you want an SR S13, keep searching. Another highboy drift style Sil 80. Next to super slammed low style. Literally it says low style on his windshield. Low style 180 with BN. Pretty cool. The rain hasn't scared everyone away. Some have umbrellas, some don't like me, and they're just toughing it out. Once you're wet, you know? So just go with it. So let me set the scene a little bit. It's 2006. You're scouring the internet looking for these cool cars. You keep seeing these orange S15s with this huge front opening. And you're like, man, M Sports is the coolest S15 aero ever. At least that's how it was for me. Just a monster front opening. M Sports has always been good. And monster work Meisters to match. Just to point it out, it's been a minute since I've seen one of these monster contraption rear wing setups. This is the version of Rocket Buddy that, you know, I'm kind of glad it faded out quickly. Not my style. Pinnacle of style? You tell me. Bronze TEs on stock body S13, 180 or Silvia. Take your pick. Such a good look. Followed by more bronze TEs. Can't get enough of it. Koki 180, baby, with Koki lip. Another look at this 13. They're so simple and so good. So I follow this dude for sure. It's I'll put it in there, but I can't remember because it's like fucking sick. S15, but it's F-U-K-U-N, Fukun S15 on Instagram, and it's such like a cool meaty setup. It's Autek version, so it's NA. Beautiful, beautiful paint. I don't know if that's ever a factory option, but dude has got a beautiful car. And just, yeah, like I said, the meaty setup of it, it doesn't need to be low. It can get away with the quote-unquote high style. It looks so good. Like, if you're high, but your fitment is that, I think it's a pass. It's so good. Props to this dude. Bronze TE corner here. By corner, I mean middle of the show. This is one of those, I don't know if it's all style points or function, but it sure looks the part. Either situation, like it looks really proper here, but this guy looks like he could be running at the attack event down the hill right now, or parking here. Either appropriate, both awesome. A little faux Tina 180, A for effort. Nice job with it. At this point, I feel like I'm walking by all the aero cars and going to the stock body cars. Anyway, OEM aero bumper on this S13 and the VS6s, I believe they are. These were really having a minute recently. And if you can find them in GTR specs, always pretty rare. These used to be like $100 a set. They were so cheap, nobody wanted them. Then all of a sudden recently people were, you know, they're trying to like recreate their younger years and old school vibes, blah, blah, blah. But it looks proper now on this setup here. Otherwise, on a non-stock body car, I don't know if I'm about it, but see the big mounting pad back there, the hub face, deep. These are big spec ones with spacers on it. And the other, I don't want to say overly hyped, we'll say super popular Advan wheel of recent years, past whatever, 10 years. Model 5s, they do look good. Fitted like this, they do look really good. Or it's just the Koki 180 that looks really good. This is just the greatest hits of wheels. SSR SP-1s in 4 lug in some real gangster spec. You guys remember the Silvia days? Good luck with sale, wish I was 5 lug, and then someone would post a gangster set of 4 lugs. Look at these guys. That's really good. Only to follow it up with some Panas. Panasport G7 C5 C2s, fully polished out. Lowboy edition S15. Look at that. Eat your heart out. Those center caps are so hard to find. And they're different. C5C center caps are different than C5C2 center caps. Ask me how I know. But yeah, sick to see that. And a very interesting color, S15. It's like a maybe silver, maybe the water's just playing tricks on me, but a silver-ish white cream color. Very neat. Garage Mac. Legends. I'll have to add a Zinky out here. I really want to see their Zinky Arrow. It's one of my favorite S14 Zinky Arrows, Garage Mac. You don't see it very much. I should point out the VE head on this bad dog here. I walked right by it like it's no big deal, but yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Look at this carbon bumper, it's just ridiculous. Carbon, carbon, carbon. Look at these cute little flippy flaps up on the corner here. Little extractors on top. It's just a beautiful car. And the Enki NT05RRs, I believe. HKS brakes by Endless. That's awesome. Garage Mac is a big HKS tuner. This thing is just awesome. And their other 15. Wild, wild. Full drift car. Little upskirt on it. Z32 knuckles, it looks like. Those pipes look a little low for the rear mount rad, but they'll probably sort that out. Reinforced rear member, stock lower arms. Nothing too out of the norm, it looks like. Nice little turn down exhaust. Wide body's really neat. Oh, you just got, I guess this must, wow! Inside is totally gutted. Lightweight, cage passing through. And that's the HKS FCON V Pro. Almost the new style. Pedal box, man, way back. Doors look to be FRP or carbon. GT3 turbo on there, HKS sequential mission, Tarks water pump delete. いいね、いいね。ありがとうございます。すごいですよ。What a car. That thing's a beast. A bit unfortunate on the Garage Mac drift car there. He said it can't participate in any events because of how it's built. It's got the firewall cut, it's got the pipe front on it, and that just won't pass regulations. So he said he just drives it for fun, and that's about all he can do with it, which is kind of a bummer. Full car modified Wonder 180. Again, car modified Wonder has that same idea, kind of like Garage Mac. Like you make a base style, and then you just edit, keep adding stuff to it. Look who's flexing here. Stock wheels. The stock 4-lug 180 mesh wheels with snow tires. Homie's just showing up. But check this out. Blitz nurse spec, baby. If I can find one of those from S14, I'm putting it on the wall just to have it. So cool to see one so OEM. Not lowered, nothing. Just stock. Battle of the super stock cars. Silvia version on stock wheels. This has 10 coilovers on it. You can see them poking through out front. They're just jacked way up. And then we got the new spec Rocket Bunny 180 front. Really changes it to look like a, I don't know, like a BMW 8 Series or whatever that old one was, or like a 3rd gen Supra. followed by a C35 Laurel, which this is for SR powered cars. So even though an SR never came in a Laurel, this probably has an SR in it. Very drifty spec, probably car modify wonder, which looks really good on these. PS Deuce S15. Instant Gentleman S15. Spec R Aero at S15. I have no idea what Aero this is. S15. This might be Urus. Just painted different. I'm not sure what this is. Works 9 front on the 180 here. And does anybody know Works 9 is affiliated with Tech Arts? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it's listed on Tech Arts' website anyway. And just the biggest flary wide body over fenders you could think up. I don't know, kind of ruins the body lines of the car. Here's a pretty good combo as well. RG2s on an S15, Advent RG2s, S15, Vertex Aero. Yeah, that's good. Seems as though the rain might be lightening up a little bit, which I won't complain. Still definitely more to go. I've been holding my hat over the camera to keep it dry. But yeah, let's keep moving on. Another Vertex Edge S15. Hey, next to, this is the first Navan S14 I've seen here. That's pretty good. Navan front bumper, Navan sides on this S14. Really good OEM Aero look with the spoiler, the Koki spoiler, Big Dog BS XXs. Some unknown rear bumper with some little spats down there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, and some Weds, Cranes, Cerberus 2. And the coolest thing about these is the Cerberus is a 3-headed dog. Low boy, Bronze TE boy. Full Works 9 Aero on this S15 with the big doggy Weds, Basrea, deep dish wheels. I always thought these were cool, but they're directional, and directional wheels throw me off. So there, it's like the wheel is twisting forward, and then on this side, it's like the wheel is chopping forward, if that makes sense. That's always been my hang up with directional wheels. Let me know if it bothers you guys. This is pretty neat. We have 270R front bumper. I don't know or care if it's really OEM or not. I mean, if this was a 270R car, that'd be cool, but super old school, original license plate, 33, before they had to go to triple digits for the upper numbers. But yeah, 270R front bumper, Navan sides, original Navan wing, and then Navan spats, rear valences with a Koki rear bumper, and of course Bronze TEs, good look. But all these years later, something about the Navan wing that never held value and nobody wanted, it kind of looks good in this form. Let me know what you guys think. We got a JZX90 Mark II, which is interesting. I don't know what it's doing here, parked into the mix of everything. S13 Silvia front end on, what they got, Sil K2. I don't understand why this mashed up, but maybe they had spare parts laying around. Blue on the white TEs, looking pretty fresh. Really beautiful blue color. Here's another nice juxtaposition here. I know I've shown enough Koki 180s today. This one looking good on some black RPF ones. But this look here, timeless, everyone wants it. Values are going up on Koki Aero. Juxtaposition. Arrowed out, big lip, big wheels, low 180SX. You got this style, or that style. So here's my deep thought for today. After looking at like what's here, I feel like the Nissan crowd is somewhere in the middle, kind of where the Honda crowd has gone, which is the most OEM, rare parts, you know, OEM option type mods you can do but everyone just has a stock front bumper and, you know, side skirts that came with the car when it was brand new, and like that is the look that everyone's going for. The number of stock body S13s, 180s, S14s here, S15s as well. Is that where we're going? We're just, all the aero is going to fade away and everyone's just going to create these time capsule type cars just to recreate, you know, what the dealer made 30 years ago? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. It's just interesting to see how many OEM styled cars are here. Feels like the aftermarket aero is fading away. I don't know. You guys let me know. Koki S14 with Koki aero, Koki lip. Very cool to see. And then those gram lights, and that style model gram lights, they are rare to find in like aggressive spec, so props on that. And then we just follow that up with like a, you know, aeroed out aftermarket aero purple drifty style S14. Like, what's your take? Which one's got the look? Another good looking S15 Spec R Aero TE37s, and poking out of the hood, you can see nice RB26 swap, big single on it. Don't see these that much. I'd be curious to know, like, how does this affect the value of these cars these days? Does everyone want stock when they buy them, or something like this add value? The engine itself is worth like 10 grand or over, so take that into account, I suppose. And then 180 to the max here. So much going on, so many bits added. Vents on canards, on extractors, on louvers, on lips, on splitters, stays, and additional panels. Like, you know, your style is your style. Dogfight Japan, good for health, bad for education. Your style is your style. I'm not gonna knock that. The execution on this is really good. Like, it's quality made. Really nice looking. So, you know, it wasn't just slapped on there. Like, someone's putting thought and care into making all these pieces. Like, look at this. Level 10 rear over fender here. So much going on. So much going on with the side skirt. So many extra panels. Overlooking the TE37Vs. The rear wing with some, you know, normal risers, but then rear wing with normal risers, but then it's also got these like extra kick down with their own stays and some more diffuser hanger looking pieces, and just so much going on. Wow. Such a busy car. But like I said, like the execution, the way everything is made is really good. Like, I'm not faulting it at all. It's just a lot going on. We've seen a lot of Koki 180s on TEs. How about a Koki 180 on ridiculously deep VSKFs? Man, remember VSKFs used to be like the wheel? There's still plenty awesome burning blacks in back, chrome I think up front, but yeah, burning black finish in the rear, and it's got a vice grip clipped on silencer there. But yeah, it's just cool to see one with like a hard pull, super deep camber, you know, stock metal up front, just pumped out a little bit. This is kind of like Stand Slice version 1, and I think that might be a Koguchi hood on it as well. Cool car. Taking another look at this one via, I just realized as I came back around to it, it's on 18s. That's why it's like got kind of like almost cartoon proportions with the camber and such, but really love that color. With the bronze, it is definitely working. But yeah, look, it's got in-style in the front window there, so probably in-style customs for the over fenders. But this is just a gangster car. It's got old like Z31 vents on the hood. That's kind of a cool feature nod. Really cool car. Beautiful S14 Zinky. Man, this is such a setup here. So simple, but so good. Vertex, Koki wing on it. Hey, you don't see these every day. Vertex Wide body, full Vertex wide body 180. So good. Here's quite a wild, talking to the owner, quite a wild S13 that he put it all together himself with a bunch of foreign parts, like American parts. GT35R Garrett from Mazworks, Mazworks downpipe on it, Mazworks Manny, Hypertune intake on it, ATI, you know, pulley damper, pistons from abroad, stuff like that. But yeah, he put it all together himself. The only thing he had outsourced was the tuning, and it did like 700. Yeah, here's the dyno of it. So 7,645 RPM. It did 762. So it's just a rocket after 4,000. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, props to him for doing it all himself. Cool color too. Also has Mazworks bell housing for a Z32 transmission with OS Geek and gears in it. So he said it hasn't blown yet, but he showed me a pretty solid rip, and this baby looks like it moves. So then on the interior, he said he just really tried to do everything he could himself, and the only thing he outsourced was the computer, which is a HKS Keen Pro Vicon Pro Gold. And yeah, he made his own dash, his own meters. He relocated switches so he could get to them. Door panels, like just really, you know, one man's efforts building a full car. That's excellent. Another fun one he pointed out, he's got a Dakota Digital converter on there. So he was really, you know, pulling parts from wherever he could. And yeah, just a cool car. Man, so wild S13, dude built it all himself. And he said it passed shock end. He just has to, you know, shut the wastegate, which everyone does. Shut the wastegate, put a cat in it, raise it up so it's not too low. But everything else, because it all has to be inspected, a different gearbox, a different drive shaft, a different everything. It's all got to be inspected for shock end, and he got it through. So props to him. You know, and he said, like, if I couldn't leave it street registered, like, why would I build it? So very cool to see it, like, take it to that level, but still kept in a way that it could be registered. Check this out. It says Silvia. This is like an S12, S11. I don't know what that is. Turbo. It's got SSR SP-1s on it. Silvia badge on the side there. Is this the OG-ish Silvia? Datsun 200SX RS Turbo. Dual overhead cam. Followed by another beautiful Vertex Aeroed S15. Hey, old school Urus Aeroed Sil 80. This is like Urus Type 2 or something like that. And new Origin, it's like Raijin Aero S15, good stuff. And some more BBS goodness on another stock body S13. Small wheels, stock body. This might be the look of the show. I got the same thing going on over here. Another beautiful S13 with, God, these brand new Ronshans, Longchamps. Beautiful, beautiful. What a look. Just can't go wrong. So classy and simple. So you can see there behind me, it's just a sea of Silvias and 180s, all SR powered for the most part. But anyway, what a day. Really cool selection of cars. If you're an S chassis guy like I am, then it's extra special, extra fun. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Let me know below what you picked out, what you liked, what was your thing, what style you liked. Do you like big aero? Do you like OEM aero? Sleigh on big wheels, small wheels. There's a little bit of something for everybody. Yeah, let me know below. What's your style? On the channel, there'll be other videos from today as well. There was Attack Fuji going on. I popped over there, check that out. There was drifting going on. I popped over there, check that out. So I'm gonna just divide it up so the videos don't get too long. And it kind of keeps it what people like broken up into that as well. So anyway, yeah, check the channel for more content from today. Check the channel for more content from Japan in general. And if you do me a big favor, get down below, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But yeah, if you could share it with somebody who also likes S chassis, that'd be a big help in growing the channel. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, thanks for watching. Much love. Be well.